All right. DJ Frazier, everybody. This is DJ Frazier, the DJ for tonight. First and foremost, I would like to say fly high Cam, free crumb, and my mom on TV, baby. Now, welcome everyone. I'm Shemar Gholston, also known in the comedy scene as SG. Unless I want to put some respect on my name, then it's Comedian SG. Well, since I couldn't get on anyone else's show, I decided to create my own. If you tuned into this show, it's just one of many that I will be producing, hosting, writing. Hell, I even do my own makeup, lotion and Vaseline. If you know, dark skin problems. As much as I put into my craft, this show is not about me. It's merely for the hard-working comics in the Nashville scene and surrounding areas. Some comics are full-time, some are part-time, some are new, and some been doing it for a while. Some already have a following, and some just follow Jesus, praying that their audience will grow. Whatever the case may be, with the courage and persistence it takes to get on stage and make it their job to make people laugh, even if they are not currently getting paid for it, should definitely have some light shined on them for time to time. This is why I decided to have this show to create a platform where comedians can have a platform to not only network, but reveal their comedic personality. With that being said, I would like to introduce our comedians on the very first edition of A Sit Down with SG. Thank you. First, introducing comedian Kareem Al-Dream. Next comedian, we are introducing Drew Davis.
What's up?
Next comedian Derek West. And the last comedian we are coming to the stage is comedian Just Will. What's going on, y'all?
What's up?
I appreciate y'all for coming.
Great.
I only got one question. Hold
Bring
on.
us out to that point.
Oh, yeah.
Either vax or wax. Because ain't never got no mask on.
I'm vaccinated.
Let me
I'm
check.
vaccinated, but let me know if I need to go to work tomorrow.
You good?
I'm
Go
not.
ahead. You gotta take the hat
Oh,
off.
there we go.
Yeah. Oh, you good?
I'm back.
Oh shit.
Wax me like, do I wax my under, like my
you
booty
good.
a little bit?
This joint ain't even got no batteries in it, y'all. Man, how y'all doing, man?
Doing good.
Good.
Man, comedians in Nashville. Tell me about it. Tell me what's going on with your comedian career.
Well,
You
I've
go
been
first.
traveling. Like I
Traveling?
told you, I was in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, France, Germany. I traveled everywhere, did stand-up comedy everywhere.
Yeah, how you like that?
It's fun, it's interesting, especially when you go to every country, they give you a list of things to say and not to say.
Yeah. What's the word? That's the worst part about it?
Yes, actually one of the worst parts, because the people itself, as a culture, you want to try to get to their culture so they can understand you.
Right.
Because they see a comedian, they expect to see somebody big, huge, but when they see you, it's like, okay, show me what you got.
Right.
And it's not easy.
What about you?
And you know, doing some writing. I'm actually writing a movie right now.
Oh, yeah.
Called Adventures of the Yoga Boys. I know
Okay.
it sounds like a porno, but it's not. Ain't no nudity in it, but it's a great story. It's gonna win a daytime Emmy and a nighttime Emmy.
But yeah, I was thinking about
But-
actually auditioning for that until you said the title.
Okay.
What's the title again?
Adventure of the Yogurt Boys.
Yogurt or yoga?
Yogurt.
Okay, got it.
Yogurt Boys.
Either one, yogurt or yogurt.
I could be a yogurt
It's
boy. I
about a
don't know
yogurt
about
shop. It's about two friends working in a yogurt shop. Their dream is to own their own yogurt shop. They have to get the money for the yogurt shop by doing a bodybuilding competition that they don't work out for.
These dudes
All
black.
right.
Absolutely. Why would they not be?
Two black boys want to own a yoga shop? I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah, exactly. I might not be in it, but I'll watch it. I'll watch
Absolutely,
it.
yeah.
What about you, Just Will?
yeah.
Oh man, just living a dream, man. You know, waking up, trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay these bills.
Yeah, I heard that.
Man, I've been hitting the festival scenes pretty lately. Last weekend was the Memphis Urban Comedy Festival. Before that was the North Carolina Comedy Festival. Before Before that was the World Series of Comedy Festival. Man, I mean, the festivals are one of the best parts of performing. It's like church camp for comedians. So like, it's always a good time. So
I hope ain't no priest there.
usually that's me. Doing the youth ministry and comedy. Usually they're looking at me like I'm the weird priest.
You ain't going to no back rooms,
Oh, man.
Okay.
If you had to say, what type of comedian would you label yourself as?
I would say like mostly clean.
You're a clean
yeah.
comedian?
Yeah, I do. I try to do clean, but what I learned in doing clean is like there's what one person thinks is clean, and then so they're like, oh yeah, this clean comedian, and then this other person's like, that's just left his mouth. What? So
Or
like,
you get more jobs as clean.
Yep.
that's what they tell me. I hear that too.
That explains why I don't get any jobs. If you had to say what kind of comedian you were, just what would you say?
I'm definitely not a clean comic. I did do a church show twice.
Yeah.
And I've been doing comedy for 20 plus years. So yeah, out of those 20 plus years, I've only done 2 church shows, and hey, they actually went pretty well. They wasn't in a church though. I guess that's why they went well, because I just don't feel comfortable telling jokes in the pulpit. I just don't. As far as what type of comedian I am, man, I'm just a comedian, man. I look at everything. I don't think we should be labeled as what type of comedians we are. We're just comedians, man. It's like everybody has a different take on what they think is funny, and when you start talking about, oh, he's a clean comic, he's a dirty comic, he's this, he's that, man, I just think that's kind of stupid sometimes when you think about it, man, because getting booked and making people laugh is what we all trying to do anyway. So regardless of what we say, we just looking at something and we trying to put a funny spin on it.
Yeah, I feel that. Until I'm trying to get booked. Then
I'll do whatever
Okay,
comedian
I'm
you
a clean comedian. Oh, I'm a dirty comedian. I'll give you what you need, What kind of comedian would you label yourself as?
I'm very I do more like observation comedy. Most of my comedy is about me, about my kids. I got two sons. They bad. But I'm actually booked for my first, I guess, clean performance this weekend. I'm booked for a wedding Saturday.
Dope.
Cool.
Yeah. You know how many jokes I got? 0. So
You're not gonna freestyle it, though.
I'm gonna figure it out. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, make sure they feed you, though. I done seen the post on Facebook. The photographer didn't get fed, so he deleted all the pictures and left.
But what can I do if they don't feed me?
Hey, if
Tell
you
bad jokes about
bomb,
me, I don't know.
you better hope they
It's they
feed you
fault if
before
I
you get on
bomb.
What you can
stage.
do.
What's that?
Man, they got bridesmaids on.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
Start checking everybody in the crowd.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I've performed at weddings before, performed at the same weddings that I've officiated, and nobody's looking at the comedian at a wedding like, man, that's the guy I want.
You a youth pastor?
Yeah.
Oh, he was for real about church. Yeah, I didn't know. He just, okay.
No, like that's not like that would be the weirdest stage character ever, though. Yeah. On stage, I like to act like a youth pastor. Like, I guess it works though.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I was a youth pastor.
You the youth pastor?
He said, I was.
Well, the church closed. I'm just saying. I know that sounds kind of bad, but the church actually just shut down. So I mean, that was my first time being a youth pastor. It was cool.
Should threw a show and sold some tickets or something. What kind of comedian are you?
I'm more of a storyteller. I compare and contrast between what I see overseas to over here, so people can learn and laugh about how different life is around the world.
Okay. So with the type of comedians y'all label yourself as, if you had to say a famous comedian that you can compare yourself to or ever been compared to, who would it be?
I'll go first, yeah.
Anybody?
Kevin Hart, because I'm little. That's about it. I'm always Kevin Hart. You know what you remind me like? A little funny little Kevin Hart.
Okay.
But I know the guy that actually is the Kevin Hart lookalike, absolutely not funny at all. Like, I know that guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I know him personally. I have his telephone number. The actual, like, the guy that won the competition, like, to be his double in the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had one.
He does.
Me either.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Yeah, he from here, but he gonna say his name, though. Don't you worry about it.
All right.
All right, who next?
That's you know what? I've never been compared to anybody, man. I guess that's
That's a good thing.
it could be a good thing or a
Yeah,
bad thing.
a good thing, bad thing.
They might not think I'm funny. That's why they don't compare me to somebody.
Or you just different.
Oh, you just different, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I couldn't really compare myself to anybody because I just don't know. I love everybody as far as comedy goes. You know?
Right.
Anybody who has courage to get on that stage, man, I'm not knocking them, man, because this is not an easy task. But for me to go out there, just double somebody's career. But nah, man, I love a lot of different. It's a mixture, man. But I go way back though, because I like Rudy Ray Moore, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, all those cats, man. So that's what I grew up on.
Okay.
You know, and Dave Chappelle right now is one of my favorites. So that's kind of what I like to talk about. I like that he's kicking the door down.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Actually,
who's next?
actually, I met Dave Chappelle.
I did too.
that's
In
cool.
Saudi Arabia in 2002.
Oh, really?
Me and my friends were walking in the mall. We saw him over there. He was doing something over there. And we saw him. My friend was like, Dave Chappelle, what are you doing here in Saudi Arabia? He looked at him and was like, I'm rich, bitch. We couldn't take a picture with him, though, due to the fact that the religion police over there would not allow has phones with cameras. If they catch you with a phone with a camera, they'll pop the camera open.
Right, because they steal your souls.
No, because they're afraid you might take a picture of women over there.
Oh, okay.
What women? They're covered from head to toe in black. They look like garbage bags.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, sure.
Like, you lived over there, right?
Yeah, I did.
Like, so how do you approach somebody that's covered from head to toe? Because, like, I think that's not fair. Like, we can see. But
He's come prepared for this
see, when you
question.
get them home, but when you get them home and they don't, I mean,
Get him home.
oh, that's right, y'all can't even take them home. Y'all, how do y'all do that? I mean, how does the dating scene work over there? Because
The dating scene, okay, that's a good question. What happened
Damn,
is
there's some
this.
sexy eyes.
True, actually. You see a sexy, sexy body walking around the
His feet. They look at feet.
I don't like feet though.
His feet. I thought that was going on. You don't look at, you don't like feet until you have to start to.
Yeah, when your options are.
You sound
eyes
like you
and
got a
feet.
foot just stuffed in
No,
your
no, no,
mouth.
no. That sounds crazy. Yeah, don't
You gonna
worry.
like my
Put that
feet.
out.
So is that really what you do? You got to pay attention to something that you can see, like their eyes and their feet. Is that
And the way it works, like, let's say, there's either families know other families. They say, hey, I have a son who wants to get married. I have a daughter who wants to get married. And when you do, you go to her house. You knock on the door. You ask her father's hand for permission.
It's a lot.
to meet or
To meet, to date, not to date, to engage, to get married. If you're serious,
whoa,
there's
whoa.
no dating.
Yeah.
Off of her
Oh
eyes.
hell no, no! I see why you move.
Yeah, no, but that's how it is
Off her eyes and her feet.
Because it's not that. Like if you have a daughter, you want her to be with a good man. So if he's gonna introduce himself or ask for a hand man, you look at him. He's like, okay, what do you work? Because the man knows a man. They know everything about a guy. He knows about somebody who's gonna lie or cheat or what from his looks. Men know each other. True or not true?
So what type of man am I? Since you from over there. You think I'm a cheat?
No, you're a comedian.
I mean, you'll absolutely cheat. I'm
I had my time. I had my
Yeah.
time. That's very interesting. Dan.
There's something called also a chapapa.
When the first time you see their face?
During that time, like during we talked to her father, if her father says yes, he might call her for 1 minute to look at her face for 1 minute. You like her or not? She'll come over and bring coffee and just get out. You like her? Oh no, I haven't seen her enough.
Oh man.
Some of them send their moms or their sister to look and say, you ever seen her? How is she? Oh, she looks beautiful. Really? Yeah, okay.
Do y'all bring that over here? The same culture over here? How you, when y'all pick
Some
out
people are
wives?
this way, yeah. I've met some people this way.
Are you married?
Was. I'm
You
divorced.
met them over there or over here?
No, over here, she was white.
Oh, that explains why you ain't married still.
I done seen Lifetime shit. You probably lucked out.
I can have 4 wives.
What's her name, Karen?
You got 4 wives?
No, I can have up to 4 wives. My friend has 3.
You can have up to 4.
Yeah, my
Why
friend got
not?
married 3 at the same night.
why
What rule book
four?
is that in?
Huh?
What rule book is that in? You can have 4 wives.
The Saudi Arabian
Would you
religion.
want
My religion.
4 wives?
That's a lot of wives.
It's
One's
not that
like
when he
enough.
went to propose for his first wife, and she was very beautiful, so you want to marry me? He married both my friends. He saw both of them, they're very beautiful, fine. His father's rich. He bought him his whole building. Each one has their own floor.
Okay.
Except for his floor. It has a schedule, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
So when you marry that many wives, do y'all sleep in the same room? Y'all have your own
Everyone
room?
has their own room. No. Mixing.
Not even
mixing.
separate houses. Not
No,
even
it
I
could
come
be,
to your house.
separate rooms. It can be separate rooms. It can be separate house if you're rich
I
enough.
can't
go
deal
for
with
it.
one woman, let alone 4 living in one house. I have to everybody get their own house. Oh, I'm getting tired of you. Let me go to my other wife's house.
It's like custody, but with wives
That's the thing,
and the
because
kids.
they're friends, they have an agreement. Like, both of them work, the third one stay at home, take care of the kids in the house.
That sounds like a terrible
And each one of them
agreement.
gets our salary at the
So you
end
got
of
a
the
first shift, second shift, and third shift.
Yeah.
But it's everybody paying a bill though. That's a,
Yeah,
some money don't-
that's a good idea.
See, yeah,
That's
you
it's
thinking
affordable.
nasty. You talk about some
it's
everybody
affordable to
same
stay under
bed.
the same
That's
roof. Y'all got a minivan or you got 4 cars?
I don't know. He has a bunch of cars. The guy's rich. His one has his own car. And their own chauffeur and maid.
What does it take for someone that's not from your religion to become in your religion to be able to marry that many
Yeah, when
wives?
can you?
You can convert and then find somebody good enough to say yes. Find the first one, then find the other 3. That's what I say.
That's crazy.
I've been married 3 times.
Close enough.
Basically the same.
Yeah.
Dang, 3 times?
Yeah.
You was a comedian in all 3 marriages?
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all making marriage scary.
So is it like 4 is the max, or
No,
is it
4 is
just
the max.
nobody's tried 5?
No,
Like
no,
4 is
the
as
max.
much as
There's no more.
so.
That's 4 is the max.
For some shit like that.
Yeah, like, because I was just thinking, like, maybe there's like 4. It's not a guideline, but really, you don't want more than
No,
4.
that's 4.
Like, maybe
Every
that's
man
4.
in Africa got 192, or you had 192.
I heard about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too many.
So check
That's
this
nasty.
out. Say you get tired of one, do y'all vote her out? Or you gotta divorce all of them? do y'all make a vote like, we don't want her here no more?
So I'll do that actually.
Divorce her.
Divorce, I get the 4th one. Get a new one.
That smells like murder.
Yeah.
That
smells
lifetime
like
stuff
murder.
you were talking about. That was going on. Absolutely.
So I got something we can talk about. Dave Chappelle, since you brought him up.
Yeah.
Y'all seen the special, right?
Yeah.
Y'all all heard the
I
controversy.
haven't actually yet, so.
All right.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Exit stage, please.
I mean, I don't feel like it's a movie like you're gonna spoil it for me. Like I'm going to. It's,
Have you seen
I'm
the
watching
the other specials he did?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, we can still have this conversation with you. man.
Okay, cool.
Okay, what y'all
Let's
think
say.
about it?
He did talk about the Jews.
Yeah, he talked about the blacks too.
Yeah, but I care about that section because that's where I come from.
So you didn't like that part?
No, I like that part. Because the way he expressed the story of the movie, he said people going from an alien world and coming back.
Right.
That's how they did it.
Yeah.
And talk about the other slaves. They did also the same thing. And he said space Jews as a funny joke to finish it, which is kind of interesting.
And people said that was lazy. I was like, no, that was clever. I was like, you lazy for not getting it. It's like, that was a clever joke.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good special, man.
Yeah, I watched it
Very
back
good
to back.
special.
Yeah.
I watched it back to back.
I feel like he didn't the stuff where people that said controversy, he explained it in a way where it wasn't. Like
Right.
it was explained well. It wasn't like he was trying to be offensive. He was just trying to get people to understand his own point of view
Yeah.
and his opinion on it.
He
Which
kept
we
it
all got
funny and
opinions.
watered it
That's
down
what
so
comedy
everybody
is.
can understand it.
Right.
Right.
And like I struggle with people that get like offended or butthurt over comedy. Like it's like it's Dave Chappelle's character. Like all of his stuff is. I mean, it's nothing new. We're just in a time right now where people get offended over just anything. We just don't know how to disagree anymore as a culture. It's like you either agree with me or you're wrong. Like that's usually. So when he gets up there and he's doing his stuff, and this has been like all of it. And I'm guessing this when I go see this new one, I'm gonna see it. But like he writes his jokes well. He does what he does well, and he's not afraid of like sharing his opinion in a funny way. And I don't know. After being in comedy, like I so much so don't feel like when comedians do their stuff that we should like get offended or anything like that. You can choose not to like it. You can choose to disagree. You can choose not to laugh. But like people that are like, how could he? I'm like, well, I mean, like this is like his 1,000th special. Like he's.
Well,
how are you
Well, not just
surprised?
that. I mean, you saw the last couple of specials, or you know who he is.
Yeah.
So you volunteered
Right.
to watch that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean,
Yeah.
you get what you get. That's on you.
Yeah, I don't see why it's a controversy. I see,
Right.
it's like we shouldn't be surprised.
It's an
Like,
art
so.
form.
It's not only that, like some people, when they reach a certain amount of fame, they can get away with a lot of stuff because people are used to that kind
That's
of
true.
jokes.
Yeah.
And
Like
stuff.
we
He,
couldn't do-
he
yeah.
don't care anyway,
Yeah.
so it don't matter how famous he get. That's why
He's
I
an
like
old
he don't care.
man now. He's like we all know old men like Dave Chappelle. Like we all have those neighbors.
To me, he's keeping comedy alive.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's, like you said earlier, he's knocking down the door. He's keeping the comedy alive. He's allowing me to be able to get on stage and feel comfortable. To,
Well, as you think about it, man, a lot of the greats that are not doing it no more, either dead and gone. If they were alive now, they wouldn't even be able to. They wouldn't have a job
yeah, man.
because of some of the stuff.
Just
they said.
imagine Bernie Mac still here.
Right.
Ooh, I ain't scared of you.
Well, think about Eddie Murphy and Delirious and Raw.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that he said.
Right.
You know, dude, I'm just saying, in comedy and stuff. I think we need to go back to the '80s, man, when everything was cool to say. You know,
Yeah.
I hate that everybody's so uptight and they want to whine and cancel everything.
But you know, there's a bit of a balance in that because like you see this a lot in the open mic scene. You see because they know how to say something that's maybe controversial, but in a funny way that has a punchline that's a well-written joke. So many new comedians get us up there, and then they'll just think like comedy is all about controversy and saying raw things, and then they just say controversial things with no punchline or no humor, and then when no one's laughing or when they don't get booked, people are they're like, well, they just can't understand the controversy. I mean, it's like, well, no, you're not funny. So like those comedians, like all the ones in the past have been doing it so good, like they were funny and they knew how to bring the controversy. So nowadays we have a lot of people, at least newer in the scenes, that just think all you have to do is be controversial. And you're not going to get booked that way.
I don't honestly, I think nowadays how people get booked, it's not even about being funny or anything. It's about how many followers you got or how many people like you or, something like that. Because there's so many Instagram and Twitter and Facebook comments that comedians who actually get on stage that do this for a living or have practiced this or done this for years, we kind of phasing out. And it's all about the new guys that's coming through Instagram and shit like that. And I just think that the true art form is actually dying out. That's why I appreciate people like Dave Chappelle and others that are doing stand up and trying to keep it alive, because you got a lot of these Instagram people, man, that's getting up there. And I mean, they getting good. And I'm not, look, get your bread, get your money.
Absolutely.
Go get your money. But I'm just saying, don't call what you do stand-up comedy. Like, for instance, and I'll go on record for saying it. What's that show with DC Young Fly and them other two cats? That's improv comedy. I give you that. That's improv comedy.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't stand-up comedians unless you do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedians are one mic and one guy on stage. He's telling jokes. Now, I'm not saying they can't do that.
Right.
But whenever they say that's a stand-up show, I just don't, I don't look at it like that.
What are y'all stand-up comedians? They all
I know they are stand-up comedians.
It's like a new generational type of comedy, you know what I'm saying?
And two of them funny.
Yeah.
Two of them. Not even all of them, just two of them. That's crazy. So I guess that brings us to, like, you're seeing the, what's going on Facebook now is red flags everywhere. So I want to do a little segment at red flags of comedy. What would you say the red flags of comedy are?
When the promoter's black and he come out there like this, so.
You ain't getting paid. That's what that means. You ain't getting paid.
Or they tell you, when they tell you about the show they want you on, and they give you all these details and you're real hyped up, and then they're like, so we're gonna pay you with like exposure. You're not gonna like we're gonna maybe we'll get your bar tab, and depending on the place, I might be like, all right, like they got good wings, I'll take that. But like most of the time, it's like we're not really like paying with you money, but this could lead to like other shows. This could lead to like, and like I remember like year 1, year 2 comedy. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be my big break. Now I'm just like, I'm not driving down there to get paid by. Good job. You're going to be big. So that's anytime they're like, yeah, we're paying you with just the fact that you get to be here.
I got one when the promoter or the booker doesn't send you the location till the day of the show.
That's creepy.
Then so you can't look on Google Maps and see where you're going.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because you find out where you're going, oh, that's a bum place. Or ain't nobody else going to show up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got one? Red flag of comedy?
One of the red flags of comedy I have is depending on the crowd. For me,
Depending on the crowd.
yeah, if you have a mixture of crowd, everybody, if you have a crowd from the same people, so you have to be careful what you say in front of them, because some of them will not understand, some people understand. So it depends on the crowd for me.
Right. Red
For
flag?
me, go back to what he talking about the promoter. But the promoter look at you and go, hey man, you do this for the love, baby. You don't do this for the money.
No, man, I don't do it. I do it for the money. I do it for the money.
That happened to me.
No.
Yeah. Like one famous comedian doing a special for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing it for the love.
I want to piggyback off what you said though with the crowd, because there was one time I got booked for a spot, man. And it was like right before you get to Knoxville, and I got there and I didn't know the venue. I didn't know what type of crowd it was. They just said, hey, Will, this place wants you. I was like, you sure? I was like, you seem like, you like, yeah, you gonna do fine.
Yeah.
I get there, and when I tell you, have y'all seen Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, yeah, I love that show.
Yep.
That's what kind of bar it was. And I was like, when I tell you, I got in there, man, and I got up there on stage, and it was like biker punks, and I mean, they got the leather and stuff. They sitting there, they was like, who is this? I was like, oh, shit.
Did they love
You showed up by yourself?
Did they love your stuff? Did they?
The crazy thing is,
Yeah.
it was a great set. I mean, it was great, but hey, it was a little nerve-wracking because I was like, shit, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But it worked out.
Because like when you get booked for shows, you weigh all the good things about it. You weigh like where it is, what they're paying you, what kind of place it is, what the crowd's gonna be like. Like it's not always about whether you get paid. Like you do some things just because you're like, man, that'll be a fun show, or like that person's really cool, or like something like that. But like that's like on the comedian to decide. The booker doesn't get to be like, you're doing this just because it's exposure. It's like, really, no.
I feel like if the club's making money and they selling drinks, and if money's coming in, the entertainers need to get paid something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's how I
most
feel.
definitely.
I mean,
definitely.
SG, like when you came and did my show, I think entertainers need to get paid, and they need to be paid up front before they go on stage. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah, you did that the proper way, yeah. That was a good show.
I've dealt with them the other way. They always
We've all
go,
have.
Oh,
yeah, and they go, hey, do it for the love, baby. We ain't-
Like, what love are you
That's
talking
if you ain't got a following on social media. You need that following on social
Yeah.
media. That's what
Yeah.
them internet comics made it hard for people to actually go stand up open mics, no mics, and don't do the internet
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
That
I
kinda
just
made it
applied
hard
for one
us.
that was like, tell us your following on all the different things, and I was like, this is gonna.
No, I had my friend once. She booked me. She told, come over to this place. We have people coming, comedians. Come over, we'll hook you up and pay you whatever you need. But come over. I was like, okay. I drove all the way from Madison to Nashville. And I did my set. Everybody liked me. Everything. The owner came. He's like, people donated, and it's only $5. I was like,
Only $5.
and I looked at him. You own a restaurant. You own a bar. At least buy me something.
Right, yeah, a free drink or something.
He's like, thank you, I appreciate. Thank you for coming. It's like,
You can get no drink tickets or anything.
No.
So what he was telling you was, do it for the love, baby.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Do you ever go perform at a comedy club and then they look at you and like you have to participate in the 2-drink minimum too? That's a pet peeve. That's a red flag. That's a pet peeve of mine too. So.
So, if y'all know any comics in Nashville that's not here today, who would you say would be one of your funniest comedians that you came across?
I'm gonna go with 2.
Kind of putting you out there.
Hard to. My 2 big ones that I think are hilarious. I always recommend people are Nate Bargatze and Dusty Slay. I think they're hilarious.
Okay.
So.
Man, that's a lot of funny cats that come through Nashville, man.
Just one real quick.
Oh man, let me see. I would have to say Flash Flood, man.
He's good, too.
I think
Okay.
that
He's
dude is
good.
hilarious to me, man.
You?
Sibo. Sibo and I got 3. Can I do 3?
Just one.
Okay.
Too much love. Too much love.
just one person comes to mind. Jessica Carter.
Oh, she's good too.
She's one of my best friends. She's one of the best comedians I worked with, and she is very funny. I like her a lot.
Well, I want to appreciate y'all for coming on the show.
Thank you
We
for
have
having
one more
us.
thing left. Comedian Just Will gonna do a few minutes for a set so we can see how funny he is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invite y'all to my night show. Have your own there. I just appreciate y'all coming, and that's gonna be Make It a Wrap.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Just Will. Guess you can stand right there. You can sit down and do however you want to do
Gonna
it.
put me in the firing squad. I'm just.
Do we want to like? Are we just hanging? We'll watch it.
No, we just chill.
So what am I? I guess I just stand over here.
I can introduce you then. Or?
I just go right here.
Ladies and
Comedian
gentlemen,
Just Will.
Hey, just Will, bam. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh man, hey, for everybody who's just tuning in, please go back and see if you can watch the beginning of this because SG came out here and when he read his opening monologue, it sounded like he was reading that shit straight off the screen. Now, were you nervous? I mean, this is your show. Hi, I'm SG. You too can have a show. This is what I do. I do this professionally. Nigga, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. Oh man, this is great. We are really coming up in the world. No, we not. Look, this whole setup is great. I mean, I thank SG for giving us a chance to come out here and showcase our talents. I don't know what channel this is going to be on, but I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to get exposed during the show, I hope, I pray. Because like I said at the beginning of the show, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, and hopefully this right here will give me a few extra gigs because I'm telling you, man, comedy, if somebody's out there watching this, for $1 a day, you can sponsor one of us. Seriously. He told me at the last minute, he's like, Just Will, I want you to come out here and we're gonna have a talk show. I was like, cool. He was like, yeah, and I want you to do about 2 minutes. I was like, 2 minutes, and which I think I've already went over, but he said, you're gonna do 2 minutes at the end of the show. I was like, 2 minutes at the end of the show, what can I say? He was like, well, you can say this, 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 and this, but don't say this, 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 and that. So I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, then I guess that's my 2 minutes and my time is up. Thank you all for listening to me, and I'm Just Will. Holla at your piece. Oh, by the way, can I promote something real quick? 53.3 The Loki is my talk show. I got a podcast that comes out every Saturday, the Brown Brothers and Friends talk show, which SG is gonna be on, so I'm not just leaving them out. But if you wanna hear some more comedy, tune in and you can hear all you want. Brown Brothers and Friends talk show. There you go, boom.
All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll sit down with SG. Give it up one more time for the comedians that we had. Comedian Derek West. Comedian Kareem Aldream. Comedian Just Will. And comedian Drew Davis.